This is another walk and a conversation about overwhelm. What exactly is overwhelm? And are more of us feeling more overwhelmed? And then just one or two simple things to do to start feeling a bit better. And it's just a start, it's small steps. These things may not work for everybody, so do make a note in the comments about what works for you, and I'll be interested to learn from your experience as well. So, feelings of overwhelm, they're really a signal from the mind that there are too many demands, not enough time or energy or clarity about what needs to be done. And the body goes into survival mode, and that feels horrible. That's the nervous system perceiving a threat, but not knowing where the threat is. So it wants to get you to take action and escape. Your ancient ancestors, all our ancient ancestors, would have been very good at the fight or flight response. But these days, there aren't the saber-toothed tigers out there. There aren't the physical threats that there would have been that would have triggered the nervous system to respond with fight or flight. What there is instead are too many things to do, too much technology, too much bad news, too much doom scrolling, just too much, and it creates overwhelm, and that feels horrible. So for me, getting out is a good first step to feeling a bit better. Using the muscles, stretching the limbs, and breathing a bit differently. So if there's one thing you could do if you're at home feeling overwhelmed and panicky or worried about what to do or what not to do and how to get out, just get up, step outside, take a breath. If you can walk, and maybe have some earbuds in or headphones and listen to this as you walk. And it just will let you know there's somebody else who's feeling something maybe a bit similar to you, and for whom getting out can help. And there are two ways of thinking about responding to that nervous system fight or flight response. One is doing the things that your body expects you to do, which is running or fighting. So moving can be good, running, fast walking, but if you can't do any of those, then what is your alternative? And that can be to slow down, to notice the feelings, where you're feeling them in your body. And when you notice them and slow down and breathe, just that abdominal breathing, lower in your body, then you're sending a message to your nervous system that actually you are safe. And you are safe. You've just got too much to do at the moment. Too many things crowding your mind. And you need a bit of a break from that. So slowing down can be helpful. If you can't get out, then grab a bit of paper, notebook, pen, and write down everything that's on your mind. Just write and write without stopping. Just get it all out, all the things that are on your mind. because externalizing your thoughts and your feelings can be helpful too. So write everything down, get it out, every bit that you can. And then look at your list and just think, what's one small thing I could do? What's one small step for today? Because there's really no emergency. So doing one thing will be helpful, even if that one thing is just getting out to stretch your legs and listen to this video. You don't even have to watch it, just listen as you walk. And your mind will be able to relax a bit, because whatever one thing from your list you decided to do, your mind will feel that sense of accomplishment. So what did I do before I was going out on this walk? I actually didn't do my list, but it is a good thing to do. What I did was to think about what would be helpful for somebody listening to this video, and what would be helpful for me. Well, it's really helpful for me to be getting out and walking and feeling that I've got a bit of company in a way. So if you found this video a little bit reassuring and a bit of company, then please subscribe and tell me what other videos you'd like to see, and I'll add more. It's about learning what's helpful and what isn't, the things that I've tried and the things that have worked and the things that maybe haven't worked. Different things work for different people. So if you can, ignore the rest of your list of things and worries and just do one thing. And put in the chat what that one thing was that you've done. It doesn't have to be a big thing, it can be a small thing, just a small step in the right direction to start feeling a bit better. And I'm just looking at that bench that I'm walking up to now, and how maybe I'll just stop for a minute in the middle of my walk and ponder. And I'll do some breathing in for 3 through the nose, and then breathing out just very gently through the mouth, maybe for a count of 4. It's sometimes useful to breathe out for a little bit longer than you breathe in. So I'm just having a little sit, and I'm just going to calm my breathing down. And just give myself that message that I might be feeling overwhelmed more often than I would like at the moment, but I can take small steps. And lift the worry slightly. Relax a little bit more. And feel a sense of achievement at the things that I do achieve, that I do complete, or even just start. It's good to make a little start. So I hope you enjoyed our walk, and I'll look out for you in the chat, in the comments, and on my next walk. This is the route I'm going back because, if the camera will pan, that's the state of my boots from the way here. And in this video, it's going to be one little thing that can help move you out of overwhelm. So let's set off. So slightly less muddy route back. But I was thinking, as I was walking the first time, that for somebody who's not coping well with overwhelm at the moment, why am I starting a YouTube channel that is new technology, completely new thing? I've never done anything like this before, talking publicly to people about my feelings. And learning how to do this is completely overwhelming. It's just mad. As I was walking here, what I realized was thinking what might help other people, and I forgot to notice what was going on within myself. And what I realized was that my shoulders were really tight. I'm so aware of them now. So I deliberately dropped my shoulders, and that actually feels a whole lot better. So one thing to do is maybe drop your shoulders when you're walking. Oh, I'm about to be run over, so I'm just going to stop for a minute. Oh, I'm about to be run over again, so I'll just have to stop again in a minute. But gosh, I notice how tight my shoulders are, and I really want to drop them so I relax more as I walk. Hopefully the risk of being run over on video has now passed for a little while. So, tight shoulders. Well, if you think about it, when you're in nervous system fight or flight mode, you don't want to be relaxed if you're about to fight, to protect your life. So of course your muscles are going to be tensing, going to be poised for action. But if there is no real threat and it's just all the stuff I've got to do and all the worries in my mind, then it makes no sense at all for my muscles to be tight and painful. So as I walk, I'm just deliberately dropping my shoulders. And in fact, I'm much more aware of how uncomfortable they are when I do that. So I think they have probably been tight and tense for quite a while. But that's probably not surprising. It reflects the stress. So as we walk, and I'll let you see where I'm walking in a minute, in the rain, in the mud, in the wind, in the cold, but actually it's good to be out. And I'm lucky I've got nice places to walk around me. So I'll just turn around and let you follow the walk while I make frequent reminders to drop your shoulders. And this is the route back. It's going to be muddy, but I've got suitable footwear. Don't know if you can hear the squelch of the mud. It's quite satisfying actually to be walking along here. Doesn't matter if my boots get muddy and if I get wet. So why am I aware of the discomfort in my shoulders when I actually start trying to relax them? That's a good question. I think it means that the muscles have been tight for so long and actually they're not used to relaxing, and probably my nervous system doesn't really want them to relax in case there is danger, because everything in my body is saying there's danger out there. So as I relax my shoulders, I'm going to say to myself, at the moment I'm just saying it out loud, but there's nobody around to notice. But if there was, I'd say it quietly in my head. Relax, shoulders. Relax, shoulders. Relax. And sometimes we have to do the obvious things to help ourselves. Telling myself to relax seems a bit silly, but if it helps, what the heck? Whatever works, really. And I'm taking a steady pace because I'm talking at the same time. Fitness. Now, that's another thing that can be overwhelming. So much pressure to look after our health, to be fit and active. And especially as you get older, it's very easy to do less. So what will you do more of to look after your health and to make your brain and your body, your nervous system more resilient to times when there is overwhelm around? What one thing could you do? Well, for me it's walking, making these videos as I walk, which gets me out when, to be honest, especially in this kind of weather, I don't particularly feel like being out. I'm sure there are other things I could be doing for my health. I'd add in the comments just one thing that you would do that would be helpful for you. Just one small thing, one small step that might make a contribution towards your health. And we can learn from each other. Maybe look through other comments. Hopefully there will be some. And see if anybody has made a comment, a suggestion of something that you could try. It doesn't have to work even. It's just doing something different. Letting your nervous system know that you are safe to do something different. To experiment with things that other people have found useful. And I promise too, I'll look through the comments and I'll find something that somebody suggests. Something that feels, that could be aligned to me, could fit in with my life, what I want to achieve. It could be fun. It could make me feel a bit better. Feel good that I've tried something different, something new. It might even work brilliantly for me. It might be the one thing that I could do consistently every day to help get me out of overwhelm and keep me in a resilient state that's more relaxed and able to cope. And then when I get past the point of being relaxed and able to cope, it might be about enjoying life a bit more. Or maybe even as I get more relaxed and able to cope, I could enjoy that process. That would be a radical thought. And just again, reminding myself to relax my shoulders and slow my breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. A slightly longer out breath just helps the body, reassures the body and the brain that it's safe to be out here walking. And actually, although the sky is really grey and it's raining, I'm quite enjoying this walk. That's a turn up, isn't it? If it had been raining like this when I set off from home, I probably would have said, I won't bother today, I'll leave it. And I would have had that anxious feeling in my stomach. I'd felt guilty and piled all the negativity on myself, which doesn't help anyone. But I'm glad I got out, and I'm feeling good, feeling better than I was half an hour ago. And the nice thing about walking when the weather is terrible like this is that there aren't many other people around. It's lovely and quiet, just people who have to be out. People walking dogs, and not many of them. So all this outside space feels like it's mine. So write in the chat, in the comments, write in the comments what you want to do differently, what you suggest, what works for you, maybe what doesn't work for you, it might work for somebody else. And if you'd like more videos contemplating getting out of overwhelm and enjoying life a bit more, please subscribe. It will help these videos to be noticed by more people, possibly more older people, where overwhelm creeps up on you before you've even known it. And in the meantime, I'm just going to relax my shoulders, finish my walk, and have a warm or even a hot cup of tea to thaw out when I get home.